Yeah, what we're trying to achieve here is to break any compacted layer in the soil. And essentially this plough is imported from Australia, and it's designed by a PC Yeomans who not only broke the compacted layer, but also we rip on what is known as the key line. In other words, we want to distribute the water from the valley onto the ridge, so that we have a more even spread of water when it does rain. And we try and keep the humus on top of the soil. The reason being that if you bury your humus, it oxidizes and lost to the atmosphere. So we try and keep as much humus on the top. The benefit being, obviously, for each 1% humus you retain on the soil top, you increase your water absorption capacity. And for 1%, it's 170 millimeters per hectare. So if you can get 3% more, which is what our objective is here, you're literally drought free. And what we're going to demonstrate now, the plough consists essentially of a coulter, which is a steel disc, and that cuts a slot in front of a specially designed tine. And you'll notice that when we travel with it, that the tine, you can just see the ground lifting. There's no inversion of soil. And the adjustment has taken place here. On each one of these ridges is an inch in American. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches deep. So when we start up the tractor, you'll notice that the tines are 300 millimeters apart. The tank on top was for applying compost tea, which is a mixture of bacteria and fungi. But until it rains, there's not much point. But once we have rain and we work with the machine, we'll put in and we'll stimulate the roots of the existing plant structure above the ground. So we'll demonstrate how it works now. It's almost as if you haven't gone through it, but we could have a thunderstorm now and there would practically be no soil loss at all. And that's all we need, maybe once in every 4 years. The topsoil is fine, but then we've got a hard underlay which we've now gone through. And that's this. You can see there the roots haven't gone through it easily. So now we've made it possible for the roots to go through. So from here we go into the no-till situation. We keep all the material on top of the soil. Now with the no-till drill, we can literally drill straight into that. It's a bit tall obviously now, but if it's eaten down as we do our intensive grazing, we could drill straight into that without affecting any disturbance of the soil life. Because plants need oxygen also to survive. It's as important as the water. And if you consider the moisture in this soil currently, not having any rain for nearly 6 months, it's quite remarkable. If you come next to it, you can actually feel the soil lifting as it comes past you. We're going in 250 millimeters there. Better soils you won't find.
To go through,
yeah, those roots will go all the way down here. We might do it twice, it just depends on the circumstances. But the intention is to break that compacted layer that's been there from years and years of animals trampling and also working with equipment. Hoeveel het jy om nou? 7 of 8? 9, yeah. If you take the average rainfall for most parts of South Africa is 500 millimeters. So if you've got a 4% humus soil, you'll retain all that moisture.